What if I told you that the most meaningful moments of your life, the stunning coincidences, the gut feeling that was right, aren't just random accidents? We're taught that the universe is basically a giant complicated machine, cause and then effect. A leads to B. But what if that's only a fraction of the truth? The most profound discovery in all of physics is this. At the base level of reality, there are no separate things. There is only one vibrating, interconnected field of energy and potential. And you, your consciousness, are woven directly into its fabric. This leaves us with one burning quantum question. If we are not just in the universe, but the universe is actively happening through us, what does that say about our power to shape our reality? Over the next 10 minutes, we are going to take a journey into the quantum code, and I promise you, when we emerge, you will never see a coincidence, a connection, or your own life in the same way again. We start with a simple assumption about how the world works. Hold on to it, because we will be coming back to see it in a completely new light. If your mind is ready to be expanded, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss this profound journey. Drop a like to fuel this exploration and comment below with the word resonate if you're ready to see how deep the rabbit hole goes. The illusion of separation. So we think we live in a solid world, right? This table is solid, your screen is solid, you are a solid, separate thing reading this. It's the most obvious fact of our existence. But what if that's just the end result, the final printout? To see what's really going on, we have to look at the source code. And at that level, the rules are nothing like what we experience. Let's take one single electron. In our classic view, it's a tiny hard ball, a miniature planet. Now imagine we shoot it towards a barrier with two slits in it, like a kid throwing a ball through one of two holes in a fence. Simple. But the electron, it doesn't do that. It doesn't choose one slit. It doesn't become two balls. Instead, it behaves like a wave of potential. It passes through both slits at once. And on the other side, this wave of maybe here, maybe there, interferes with itself. It creates a pattern. Not a pattern of two little piles, but a beautiful, stripy interference pattern. A map of probabilities. This is the famous double-slit experiment, and this is where reality gets weird. Because that electron only exists as a spread-out wave of possible locations until you try to catch it in the act. The moment you set up a detector to see which slit it actually goes through, the spell is broken. The wave of potential vanishes. Instantly, the electron snaps into being a single, solid particle. It chooses a slit, and that beautiful, mysterious interference pattern, it's gone. You're left with two boring, predictable piles. Think about that. The very act of looking, of measuring, of asking a specific question, which slit, forces reality to make a choice. Before you looked, it was everything it could be. After you looked, it's only what you forced it to be. This is the quantum wave function. It's the fundamental reality of the universe, not a collection of definite things, but a shimmering ocean of possibilities, a cosmic maybe. And we, with our conscious attention, we are the ones who collapse that maybe into a this. That solid world you started this chapter believing in, it's the collapsed result, the final answer. But the real action, the true magic, is happening in the potential, in the wave. And if we are the ones doing the collapsing, what does that say about the cause and the effect? The quantum weave. So we've seen that reality at its core isn't solid, but a cloud of potential. A maybe waiting for a question. But this leads to an even deeper, more profound mystery. If everything is just vague potential, what connects it all? What weaves these possibilities into a single shared universe? This is where quantum physics goes from being weird to being downright spooky, and it all centers on a phenomenon so bizarre that even Einstein called it spooky action at a distance. We now call it quantum entanglement. Here's what it is. Imagine you have a special pair of quantum dice. You don't know what number they'll show when you roll them, but you do know this. Whatever one does, the other will do instantly. If one shows a 6, the other shows a 6. If one is a 3, the other is a 3. They are a matched set. Now take these two dice, without looking at them, you put one in your pocket, and you give the other to a friend, who immediately boards a rocket to Pluto. When your friend arrives light years away, you take your die out and roll it. It's a 6. At that exact same instant, across the vast, cold emptiness of space, your friend's die on Pluto also becomes a 6. How? They didn't send a signal. Nothing traveled between them. The information was not transmitted. It just was. The connection was instantaneous. It's as if those two dice weren't two separate objects at all, but two parts of a single, unified thing. This isn't science fiction. This is proven laboratory fact with particles like electrons and photons. When two particles become entangled, they lose their individual identities. They are described by one single shared wave function. They operate as one system, no matter the distance. Now, you might be thinking, okay, but so what? That's just a tiny particle thing. But think about the implication. It shatters our oldest, deepest assumption about the universe, that things are separate. In an entangled universe, there is no true over here and over there. There is only a we. The very fabric of reality is woven with threads of instantaneous, invisible connection. And this forces us to ask a radical question. What if those moments of deep intuition, that feeling of being connected to someone far away, that sense of oneness, what if these aren't just metaphors or happy thoughts? What if they are fleeting glimpses of the true entangled nature of reality? A reality where separation is the illusion and connection is the fundamental law. We are not isolated islands. We are nodes in a quantum network. And the next question is, if the universe is one connected whole, what is it that's looking out from behind our eyes, observing this entire entangled reality into being? The observer's dream. We've shattered the illusion of solidity and discovered a universe woven from spooky connections, but this leaves us with the most intimate and mind-bending question of all. Where do we fit into this? What is the role of a conscious observer in a universe of potential? Let's return to our quantum dice. We said they were entangled, a matched set. But here's the crucial part that most people miss. That entanglement, that shared wave of possibility, persists until someone looks. Think of it like this. Before anyone checks, the dice aren't secretly showing a number. They are in a blurred state of being all possibilities at once, a superposition. They are a 6 and a 1 and a 3 all at the same time. The moment you look at your die, you don't just see a 6. Your active observation forces it to become a 6. And in that same instant, its entangled partner, whether it's in the next room or on the other side of the galaxy, also snaps into being a 6. Your local observation created a reality that echoed instantly across the cosmos. This is the heart of the quantum measurement problem. It's not just that we don't know the state of a particle until we measure it, it's that the particle doesn't have a definite state until a conscious observation, an interaction, collapses the wave function. You are not a passive spectator in this universe. You are a participant creator. Your attention is like a cosmic spotlight. Where you shine it, the fog of maybe collapses into the solid ground of what is. The question you ask literally determines the answer you get. Are you asking a particle question, looking for a solid, separate thing? Or are you asking a wave question, looking for a relationship, a connection? The universe will answer accordingly. It has no choice. This is where cause and effect get turned inside out. The cause isn't just the particle's properties. The cause is the very question you choose to ask. The effect is the reality that manifests in response. You are entangled with the outcome from the very beginning. So when you feel a sudden, unexplainable connection to someone far away, is it so hard to believe that you are both part of a single entangled system? That your focused consciousness here is resonating with a collapsed reality there? We are not just in the universe is happening through us, through our observation, our questions, our attention. We are the universe's way of making its infinite potential personal. And if that's true, then what kind of reality are we, together, dreaming into being right now? The ripple and the wave. We've journeyed from a solid world into a sea of potential through spooky connections to the stunning idea that our own attention shapes reality. Now we arrive at the final unifying piece, the concept that ties it all together and completely rewires our understanding of cause and effect. To get there, we have to make one last radical leap. Forget about particles. Forget about waves. These are just secondary effects. The primary reality, according to our most advanced physics, is the quantum field. Think of the entire universe as a vast, silent, invisible ocean. An ocean of pure potential. This is the unified field. It's not made of anything else. It is the fundamental substance of everything. Now imagine a gentle vibration in this ocean, a ripple. That ripple is what we call a particle, an electron, a photon. It's not a separate thing moving through the ocean. It is the ocean, vibrating. It is an excitation of the field itself. This changes everything. You are not a separate marble in a cosmic jar. You are a unique, complex, and beautiful pattern of vibrations in this universal field. A standing wave of immense complexity. And so is everything else. So what is cause and effect in this fluid vibrational reality? It's not a chain of dominoes. It's the physics of resonance. When one tuning fork starts to vibrate, another tuning fork nearby, tuned to the same note, will begin to vibrate in sympathy. It doesn't get hit by anything. It is subtly, powerfully influenced through the shared medium of the air. Your life is the same. Your actions, your thoughts, your intentions are not isolated events. They are vibrations you send out into the quantum field. You are changing the fundamental tone of reality around you. This is the quantum version of karma. It's not a cosmic punishment and reward system. It's a simple law of resonance. The cause is the frequency you emit. The effect is how the entire field, which includes everyone and everything else tuned to a similar frequency, resonates in response. That meaningful coincidence we started with wasn't a broken chain of cause and effect. It was a moment of perfect resonance. Your internal vibration harmonized with a pattern in the field, and it collapsed into your reality as a perfect, synchronous moment. You are not a puppet on the strings of fate. You are a musician in a cosmic orchestra. You have the free will to play your own note. And the universe, the entire quantum field, has the lawful, predictable response of harmonizing with you. The cause is your vibration. The effect is the symphony that plays back. You are both the source of the ripple and a part of the wave, forever entangled, forever creating, forever one with the field. Remember how we started? With a simple question about those strange coincidences, those moments that feel too meaningful to be random. We thought they were breaks in the machine, flukes in a world of separate things. But now you know the truth. They aren't breaks in the machine at all. They are the machine working exactly as designed. They are resonance. You, with your consciousness, are not a passenger in a clockwork universe. You are a vibration in the quantum field, and your attention is what composes the symphony. Every gut feeling, every sudden connection is you perceiving the deeper weave. This changes everything. It means you are not separate from the universe. You are the universe, observing itself into being. So I leave you with one final question. Now that you know you are an active participant, not a passive spectator, what reality will you choose to observe into being tomorrow? The loop is complete, but the journey is just beginning. If you're ready to keep exploring the nature of consciousness, of time, of reality itself, then you belong here with us. Subscribe and join our community of entangled thinkers. Like this video to resonate with this frequency, and comment below with one word that describes how you see the world now. Until our next quantum loop, remember, the cause is your question, the effect is your reality. You are the catalyst.